Hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Terry, and if you're new to this channel guys, please don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. So guys, today's topic is going to be how I've survived in an Arabic country. This story is going to be a little bit, it's something I've never shared before, but I've decided like I'm going to share it because the only people who knew didn't even know the complete story, but they knew half of what had transpired. So let's get started guys. So guys, immediately after I finished high school, before I got my baby in the year 2012, no 2013 actually, I had gotten a job in at cafe tapas. Then after I got the job in tapas, it was too hectic because I had to stand. Then I had like a manager who was like always on my case. So one time I just went to work and I decided, yeah, I don't want to work anymore. I left and I went back home where I was living with my grandmother. So after I stayed home for like 2, 3, 4 months, again I started looking for something to do. But during this time I'm looking for something to do, it was very difficult to find any job because remember guys, I didn't have any documentation with me. The only job I could have gotten was the one for at cafe, and it was only because they were to train you before you go do your service to the restaurant. So guys, I remember clearly one time my grandmother, she was so worried about me that she asked a job from a friend of hers whose daughter apparently had traveled. Through the process, I went for medical, everything. But guys, one thing I want to clarify that made everyone think like I was lying or like I was pretending to be like a high class something. No, I was told this was going to be a hotel job. The agent never mentioned that it was going to be a house help job. And even if it was going to be a house help job at this time, I was never scared of going to work because I've always worked since I finished high school, guys. So the day I was traveling, this is where it got a little bit suspicious. The agent never let my grandmother and mother take me to the airport. She was like, they took me to Posta. If you know Nairobi, the CBD, they just dropped me at Posta, and then the agent took me from there to the airport. So only when I'm getting to the airport, we meet with the other ladies and all that. But okay, that's another story for another day. Let me just go straight into my point. So guys, how I managed to do like a house job and not get all the physical assault that house helps do get was fast. I went there and pretended like yes, I knew I was smart, but I was like, hey, I don't understand anything that they were saying. The first house that I went to, this lady, she told me before I stepped into the house, like, before you walk into this house, just know I worship God, and after God I worship my children. So don't ever in your life lay a finger on any of my children. So me, I got a little bit scared, but then I was like, it's okay. Then this house that I went to, there was a house help who was supposed to like hand over everything to me, and then she was supposed to like go back to her country. She was from Ethiopia, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, she was from Ethiopia. And she told me in that house, you don't get to watch TV, you don't get to rest. And then one more thing, guys, this madam gave me a cookbook this size big, and she was like, you have to learn how to make dishes from this book. Wow guys, wow. Then she never even let me talk to my parents immediately I got there, like to let them know, yo, I got here safely. No, she never gave me that opportunity. She was just like, work. I asked her, how can I call my parents? She said, no, I cannot call them, guys. That's what she said. But then I had to work. So the first 2, 3 days, I saw my chances of surviving in that house were very, very slim because I am straight out of high school. This is like my second job. Guys, by the way, this was my second job. So I was like, no, I cannot survive. You know what I did, guys? I just took my innocent self to her, who doesn't know anything, and I told her, me, madam, me no like children. I cannot handle children. Me, children, nah, mafi. Immediately she dressed and told me, go pack your things. She took me back to my agent. When I was taken back to the agent, I met one lady that we traveled with her coming to, that was Lebanon back then. So when I met her, all her face was like scratched, like she had, you see, like when you scratch and then the dead skin comes off, like she was white because of the scratches. Then at this point, guy, it hit me like, if I end up in the wrong house, I'm done with. I'm done with. And then one more thing. I guess I did get to the second house, to be honest with you, but she had like older son, like the son, she had a son and a daughter of whom they were very, very old. Not like old, but they were not like kids. They were around 20, 23 years old. So them, they were very kind, guys. They welcomed me nicely, gave me a phone to talk to my parents. And after I spoke to my parents, guys, they gave me like my own phone, which used to be topped up with credit. And let me explain to you one funny thing. This family, they saw how I was speaking English, and they asked me, are you sure you came here to do this type of job, or you were supposed to be doing a different type of job, guys? Because one time they went for shopping and they came and left like all the groceries and the shopping down in papers, and I was the one to undo it and put it in the fridge. So guys, as I was removing, I removed the ice cream, kept it in the deep freezer, the vegetables I washed, put them everywhere they're supposed to be kept. So guys, after I had unpacked everything and kept it in the right places, the daughter, she like went to rest, and then afterwards she came down to see if I had removed the ice cream and put it in the freezer. The funny thing is that she got shocked by the fact that I put the ice cream inside the freezer, because they had that one incident where the help who was working for them put the ice cream inside the microwave. So this got her really like, she got to know like I was smart. So after they saw how smart I was, the mother used to explain to me like how I would clean the house. The house was a three bedroom, like a whole full flat with 3 floors. So on the first floor we had the kitchen and the sitting room, and then there's a bathroom for the guest. The other one, there was the rooms for the children, and then there's a small like TV room on that floor. Then the main one was the master's bedroom. So this is what she used to tell me. Every day the kitchen has to be cleaned. But if it's like on a Monday, you clean the kitchen and the sitting room on the first floor. The following day you clean the kitchen and the bedrooms. The other day you clean the kitchen and the main bedroom. So she told me this the first time, and I got to it. But at this time, I got to understand one thing. I'm already here. So the only way out is for me to listen to what they're saying, and for me to try and win my way with them. And I actually did it, because I used to follow everything that was being told without ever throwing words. To an extent, my boss then would go out, bring me like everything I needed, because she saw something different in me. It's not like I wasn't hard-headed. I'm a very hard-headed person. But when it came to me being in an Arabic country, and then hearing everything I had about what they used to do to people, I had to be like, tell me this, I just nod and do it. That was the tactic survival number one. Learning how people want you to do things around them. Learning how. So guys, after I stayed with them for like 2, 3, 4 months, I was taken back home because my mom was not going to let me stay there, because that's not what we thought the job was going to be. So they went to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, they fought their way through, and I came back home. One thing I'd like to point out is, at this point, I was very devastated, and I didn't even know like where to start from. And the people who are around me, they used to like laugh or make fun of me. One thing I want to tell you, if you're out there, if someone is going through shit, as long as it's a clean hustle, try and be supportive, or try and get to find out what's happening, but don't laugh or go behind saying rumors that don't make sense. So done with that. So guys, after that happened, I never imagined myself traveling ever again. Matter of fact, I even went and I threw away my passport inside my house. I'm like, never again. So that's after I went back. That's the period now where I got my son Gio. And to be honest with you, when I came to this country, I was a little bit like on a 50-50 basis. I was like, I'll go, but if things don't work out for the best, I have to go back home. And that was the agreement I had with my parents and my partner. So, but when I came here, it was a completely different place. Like, I was allowed to go outside. I had my freedom of movement. I had to keep my passport with me. Like, as long as I report to work, after work, like, I'm a free citizen. I can go to the mall. I can go do anything that is fun here. And so how I've been surviving here, it's quite different. I used to like work home. Yeah, I'm not a people's person, if I may say. Like, I don't even have most friends. I have like a few friends, like They can even be counted. Yeah, that's the amount of friends I have. And it's not because like I don't like people or anything. That's another story for another day. But I've survived here by just keeping to myself. Keeping to myself because I'll explain to you guys. The accommodation here, first to start with, is shared. Like we share our living spaces, like 2 in a room, or sometimes even 3. Goes up to 3, depending on how big the room is or how many you are, yeah, or which nationality you are from, because they're trying to like put Kenyans in one room, Filipinos in one room, Indians in one room, yeah. So me keeping to myself has kept me sane the whole of last year, because there's a lot of things that comes with you being around people and you dealing with people, especially people that you're not even used to, people who are not family or you're not even anyhowly related. So I used to just keep to myself. Then this is what I do when like H&M or all kind of big brands, they have like big sales. This is where I'd go out for my shopping, and I'd go buy things like when they're on sale, because guys, 1 Kuwait dinar is equivalent to 330 shillings. That's when the economy is like balanced, like Kenya is not going down, yeah. So you get 1 kd for 330 Kenyan shillings. So you can imagine you go buy something like at 10 kd, that's a whole lot of money. Because with that amount of money back at home, you have like a full mtumba bill with you guys. You dress up for like a whole 3-4 months. So I had to be like smart and improvise. One more thing, guys, here in Kuwait there's no like alcohol, no alcohol at all. So you like the lifestyle you're used to Nairobi and here is completely different, completely different. Matter of fact, guys, I've not shared with you this. Since I came here, I did not take any liquor for the whole of last year until I went for my vacation back in December. And to me it was actually something good, because you know, I had made like some few things that like I wanted to change about myself, and me being here really did help, because I'm an outgoing person. I'll go out with friends after work, take 1 or 2 bottles of wine or bottles of beer, and that's about it. But here, guys, you just work. If you're tired, you go back home. So guys, also one more thing that has kept me sane, as I had mentioned earlier, is knowing what brought you to where you are. Really, it has helped. If any of my friends can tell you, it has helped, because I first worked with someone who didn't like expect me to be a smart person. I never got to understand why, but hey. So when given the chance, I proved myself, and after I proved myself, everything was easy for me, like very, very easy, because with the guest, I could handle them perfectly. With my colleagues, yes, sometimes we'll have to fight. Even with my roommates, yes, we've had our ups and downs. But one thing that I'm going to say that will always keep you sane is, if you're going to travel outside, just get to know one thing: no one is real, no one is your friend. These people are just workmates. And once you put that into your head, everything becomes easy. If friendship will grow through the process, well and good. But if it will not grow through, still well and good. You actually went to look for something else, and if the friendship part of it doesn't come with it, it's still okay. You have people back at home, or people in your WhatsApp, or even in your phone, whom you can always talk to, guys. So those are the few ways that I have tried to keep sane. The reason why I've also gained a little bit of weight is because I was like, I have to eat like Chicken King. We have Chicken King, guys. Chicken King is like the cheapest compared to KFC. So we have KFC, we have Burger King, all these brands. So what I'd do when I feel like bored or homesick, just go take my takeaway, come sit down, eat as I watch my movies. Oh guys, yes, one more thing that has been my to go thing is Netflix, guys. Anytime, anywhere you find me in my room, I'll be just covered up in the bed behind me watching my Netflix series. I think I've watched like almost everything on Netflix. If you want some recommendation on Netflix, leave a comment down below, I'll hook you up. Yeah, Netflix, guys. I'm a movie fanatic. I love my movies so much. guys, it has really kept me sane. One more thing that I've been watching and I've come to realize that it wasn't healthy was the Crime Daily Watch. Crime Daily Watch is like an investigative YouTube channel where they show you how they've investigated people that kill each other. It's in all different circles, like relationship, family, and all that, guys. So that is also one thing that I had to watch. And to be honest with you, I usually say if you're going to watch a movie, if you're going to watch a channel, come out of it educated or with a little bit of knowledge than when you started watching it. Because if you're not going to gain anything from what you're doing, it's better off not doing it, guys. And then the other thing is, like, I've also kept sane by talking to my family. My partner and my child always like call me every morning before I go to work, most of the time. But when like I'm having my shifts, which were night shifts, and I sleep late at night, I'll just text them and tell them today my shift was a little bit longer, so just don't bother calling. But they always call, and communication has been another key with even friendship. If you want anything to like work for you, there has to be communication. And with me, I've been communicating with my parents, my partner, as frequently as possible, because in our accommodations we are provided for Wi-Fi, which is an added advantage, guys. So I've been a movies person, and also Skype. No, Skype, we have WhatsApp nowadays. We do WhatsApp very, very much, and it's through WhatsApp that the feeling and the connection is still there with most of my friends and with my partner. Yeah, guys, that I think is going to be the end of this topic. It has been a little bit difficult to talk about it, but hey, I told you guys, like, I'm going to go all out in there, because I have had different experiences and I've had people tell me their stories that they've experienced in Arabic countries, and I was like very shocked, very shocked. You'd be surprised by the things that people go through, guys. You'd be surprised. But if you're a hard-headed person and you're thinking of traveling somewhere, my number one suggestion is, oh, not even suggestion, they always say, when you go to the Rome country, you have to act like Romans. Like here, I came here knowing it's going to be like another Dubai or another Qatar, in ways like I could wear how I wanted, like short dresses or shorts, not like very, very short shorts, just short up to the knee part of my leg. That's what I used to expect when I was coming here. But when I got here and noticed that I cannot wear shorts or short dresses, I had to like adjust, guys. You know, you cannot be told you're not supposed to wear short dresses, and then you, with your hard head, you just wear your shorts and you go outside. Definitely you're going to land yourself into trouble, guys. Plus, when you've decided to leave home and go into someone else's country, you don't want yourself getting into any problem. You don't want to, guys. Anyways, guys, those are the few things that I've been doing to keep myself sane since I traveled. And with the heat of coronavirus right now, I don't think I'm ever leaving my family ever again, guys. It was for a good purpose, and whatever I've bagged is enough for me right now. I've made a decision that after everything is done, like, I'll give it the whole of this year. After this year, life is too short and I need to spend it with the people I love, because right now it really does hurt being away from my family, especially during this time. Yeah, guys. So no, this is just about it. But before I leave, I'll make sure I let you in on anything or everything that you can relate to. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. If you're new to this channel, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Leave a comment down below, guys, on any experience that you've had. If you've had a different experience, or if you know anyone who've had a different experience, guys, and if you'd like to add anything else, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye, guys.